Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another session of Fable Nooks. This is your hostess, Aret Essien, and today we are moving to Australia. And the title of the story we have to tell you is The Crane and the Crow. The crane was a great fisherman. He used to hunt out fish with his feet from underneath the logs in the creeks and so catch numbers. One day, when he had a great many on the bank of the creek, a crow who was white at that time came up. He asked the crane to give him some fish. "Wait a while," said the crane, "until the fish are cooked." But the crow was hungry and impatient and would not cease bothering the crane, who kept saying, "Wait, wait." Presently, the crane turned his back, and the crow, guess what he did? Sneaked up and just was going to steal a fish. The crane turned around, saw him, seized the fish, and hit the crow right across his eyes with it. Oh, the crow felt blinded for a few minutes. He fell on the burnt black grass round the fire and rolled over and over in his pain. When he got up to go away, his eyes were all white. The rest of him was all black as crows have ever been seen. The crow now was determined to pay out the crane for having given him white eyes and a black skin. He watched for his chance. One day, when he saw the crane fast asleep, he crept quietly up to him, holding a fishbone. Thus he stuck across the root of the crane's tongue. Then he went off as quietly as he had come, careful for once not to make any noise. The crane eventually woke up, and when he opened his mouth to yawn, he felt like choking. He tried to get the obstruction out of his throat. In the effort, he made a queer scraping noise, which was all he could give utterance to. The bones stuck fast, and to this day, the only noise a crane can make is that noise gives the name by which the crane is known. Did I say that right? I may not have, but it's okay. You know what I mean. So this tale really reflects the dangers of impatience, of envy, and revenge. The crow's refusal to wait mirrors our own human tendency to want immediate gratification rather than practicing patience, which is a fruit of the Spirit. His greed led to shame and lasting consequences, just as sin often leaves lasting marks in our lives. The crow's revenge against the crane further shows how bitterness corrupts the heart. Instead of forgiving, he sought payback. "Vengeance is mine, I will repay," says the Lord. The crane too reminds us that harshness can provoke harm. Had he shown mercy or gentleness, that cycle of strife may have ended. Ultimately, though, the story warns us that sin begets sin. Greed leads to deception. Anger leads to revenge, and all result in brokenness. As Christians, we are called instead to patience, forgiveness, and love, breaking the cycle of harm with grace, just as Christ did for us. I hope you will like and subscribe to this story. Grace and peace. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.